Over 40 young entrepreneurs are presently engaged in a one-week training session, which began on Monday and provides them with an introduction to quality management systems. This engagement seeks to help small and medium-sized businesses grow in terms of the quality and output of their products. Robert Medford, director of the Grenada Bureau of Standards, said they have been in dialogue with the CARICOM Regional Organization for Standards and Quality, CROSQ, in preparing for the week-long training. Initially, he said a targeted group was considered. However, following further review, they have extended the session to a more diverse range.
We targeted the SMEs to have this forum on standards and quality to help them grow their business, because we live now in a very competitive environment, and standards and quality is going to be the differentiator to move these businesses forward. So that is the whole genesis of how we came up with this particular program. Well, the Bureau has been continuously working with SMEs, so we have a listing of all the persons that we have engaged. We look at potential end products. So we went through the listing and we came up with this diverse range of participants. But this training also has another component. We have a train the trainers component where we're going to have trainers coming out of this event. So these trainers will help the other SMEs who are not here today. So we're building sustainability into what we do now.
Cheryl Anderson, Chief Executive Officer of QSSI Global and consultant for CROSQ, explained the composition of the exercise, noting that their expectation is to see those entrepreneurs go back to their businesses and not just work in their businesses, but on their businesses.
The customers are not loyal to businesses anymore, they are loyal to quality. So we want to make sure that businesses are focusing on ensuring that they're making consistent quality product and delivering consistent quality service so all their customers can come back to them. Why it's become necessary? Because sometimes we think of quality as a theory and not quality as something that we integrate in our processes. To make sure that we are not just looking at the product itself, because the product is really the culmination of carrying out our operational processes. And we want businesses to understand that we have to look at quality within each of the processes to ensure that we are going to make a good product at the end of the operational chain. These small businesses to know that they can become big businesses, but they only can become big businesses by having a very strong system in place.
Terry Hutchinson, project coordinator, said this project was also rolled out in other islands and they have seen positive outcomes.
Okay, so this was done in Antigua and Barbuda. It was also done in Montserrat, and I think the last one that was done just before this one was in Barbados. We see, like for example in Montserrat, let me just use that example, were a number of companies involved, a number of small businesses between 1 and 4 persons. And these persons were very enthusiastic in learning about QA because they wanted to expand outside of their narrow area of Montserrat. They wanted to get into the region itself, and they saw it as a benefit. And I think that it was successful because they've made inroads and network with other persons and other places in the region itself. And I even brought back a few items to market for them as well, because they were well presented, they were very enthusiastic, and they definitely want to get into the external market. It will help us in the region as well as a whole, because we don't want to just, anything that we do nationally will help us regionally, and we'll be stronger as a region.
Christina John, GBN News.